All right. Mm. All right. Okay, let's see. All right, I'm here. I'm only 5 minutes late tonight. That's not too bad. Brianna Camardi. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. A lot. Oh my gosh. I'm back. Okay. Antonia, not 6 minutes. Okay. I'm 6 minutes. All right. Hi, Kim Austin. Hi, Madrina Boo from Chicago. We got Brianna. Hey, baby. All right. Alexis Elizabeth Creations. We do have a lot to back with Huntsville. Hi, Lionel, my raindrop. Okay. We got No Nonsense in the building. Kim Skywalker Ian. Kev the Creator, talking about my late ass. Whatever. Okay. Symmetry. Hi, gorgeous. Shay. Why have you worried, Shay Savage? What are you talking about? I was coming, baby. We got Samantha Owens from Harlem. Red Candy from the A. Annette Johnson from Louisiana. All right. We got Terry from Mississippi, although your name is Tori on your YouTube name, child. We got Davey Moore from the T. Okay, T Squad. Okay. All right, T Squad's in the building. Oh, you noticed it. I'm back in the closet. The closet. Listen. I forgot I called the closet. It's been a while. It's been a while. Thank you, Noonie242. All right. So y'all know how we do. I'm drinking look. This is my beet juice. Hi, Tiante from Brooklyn. So I'm drinking my beet juice. Okay, so listen here, black people. Beet juice is good for you. Okay? High Kyla hosting. Because what we're not going to say is high cholesterol and high blood pressure run the family. We ain't going to subscribe to that. Okay? Raindrops? No. Willow Johnson, calling me posting pictures with no shirts on the gram. I know. I'm going to have to stop doing that. If you see me stop wearing... Oh, gosh. I have a lot going on. I'll tell you all about it in a second. Hi, Special K. Okay, so back to the black folks. Okay, this is for the black folks, okay? Because in the black community, folks love to say, Carlos, how you finish vacation? Okay, wait. I'm gonna talk about that, but I gotta feed y'all souls with something first, okay? All right. So high cholesterol and high blood pressure does not run in your family. Okay? We're not doing that no more. It doesn't exist. If it doesn't fit, you must have quit. Okay? It doesn't fit. High cholesterol, I can't even talk. High cholesterol. High cholesterol. I got a text. Hold on a second. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I got distracted. Okay, look. So high cholesterol and high blood pressure does not run the family. It's a myth and it ain't true. So, one of the ways, and please consult your physician, child. One of the ways. One of the ways to beat that is beat that. One of the ways to beat that is beet juice, ginger, dandelion greens, green apple, and lemon. So that's what I drink. And we're gonna ask Tamara Cherie, because Tamara Cherie also is a health nut, and she has like Alexis. Let me cook. So it's really good for you. So I drink this all the time. Hold on. Hold, please. So, Nate is funny. Nate is one of my raindrops. Carlos is back inside. Okay. So I'm going to talk about this really quickly. Then I'm going to move on. Okay. I can't talk about that no more. There's certain things I can't talk about anymore. Some revelations happened recently because I forget that I'm on YouTube. And because I'm on YouTube, okay, so Shayna, it's beets, all organic beets, organic lemon, okay, dandelion greens, ginger, organic ginger root, and organic, did I say green apples? So organic green apples, organic beets, organic lemon, dandelion greens, and ginger root. Okay. All right. So, I may have gotten in trouble recently for telling y'all too much of my business. So I may not be able to tell y'all much more. But look, I don't know yet. We'll see. I keep forgetting I'm on YouTube, and I keep forgetting people have access to it. And I keep forgetting people can hit play and watch. So, anyways, things are going well with me. Things are going, it's giving quad secretly. It's giving quad secretly in love. Listen, okay, let's have a real conversation. I'm gonna move on to my guest. Let's have a real conversation. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Life is good. One thing I want to say to the raindrops, I'm only talking to y'all, not the people who be in here to be nosy and do stupid stuff. Okay. Y'all are more than welcome, but I ain't talking to y'all. No shade. I'm only talking to the raindrops. Spit it out, Wanda. Not Wanda, American born. You never know what curveballs life throws at you. And you never know what was missing until it arrives. Okay. And, you have to trust God, the universe, and everything. And, Savannah James. All I will say is this: you never know what is on the horizon until it arrives. And you never, I'll say this, and I can't wait to talk to Tambra about this, honestly. Because Tambra has given me some great relationship advice. Y'all don't know that. I quote Tambra Cherie. Tambra Cherie told me once, it's 1 star per household. And I said, oh my gosh, I actually like receive that wholeheartedly. So I'm getting choked up. What I will say is this: you never know what's missing until it arrives. And in this season of my life, I am allowing myself to be present. I'm allowing myself to just, allow God to be God. And what I am doing that I've never done before, let's have a real conversation. When I'm doing that I've never done before, I am surrendering. I'm surrendering to the possibilities. And at my big age, I'm not going to live by no one else's timeline. I now understand why after 40, people get married in 2 days. I now understand that after 40, you know what you want. And we be having real conversations to the point I'd be like, you told me, I can't believe the stuff they be talking about. So my advice to anybody who is single over 40, listen to me. Listen to me. And this is some real shit. Do not focus. And please listen to me. If you listen to anything I've been saying in life, to my single people over 40, it's imperative you surrender. It's imperative you live in the moment. It's imperative to have real conversations. It's imperative to just get that Playboy shit. That Playboy shit is whack. It's cute in your 20s. Like, my nickname was Big Lows for a reason. Just saying. But that shit was cute in my 20s. In my 30s, I was sort of like, because, you still want to be a player. Like, I'm about to tell you all my business now. Like, I'm still a player, whatever. My advice to y'all is that shit is whack over 40. It's whack. So what you have to do is surrender and have real conversations, and don't feel like you're rushing into something if it feels right. Thank you, Tracy Bergman, one of my raindrops who I always love, and she comes here weekly. I was 43 when I got married. I'm the happiest I've ever been. Exactly. You can find love, like whatever you want after 40. I'm telling you, just don't sit up there and feel like you have to wait on society's timeline. Like, date outside your race. To my Black women, I'm about to cook real quick. I'm going to move on. Black girls, start dating white men. No. Are we going to have a real conversation? Thank you, Shayna Kogman. Yes. Black women, start dating white men. You're over 40. It's okay. These brothers, some, not all, obviously, but some of them. Happy marriage, Antoinette. Yeah. See, I'm telling y'all what's going on. People are we're living witnesses. Black men be dating these white girls all the time, and that's fine. But Black women, y'all gotta dance out your race. I'm gonna tell y'all one more story. I'm gonna move on. My girl. Okay, so for my raindrops who follow me, I have a girl named Kelly who wears a Kelly. I have a girl named Kelly who owns Kelly's. And by owning Kelly, those are the bags. So my girl, okay, let's cook. Dana Brown. I got married at 51. So exactly. I'm 45 years old, baby, and I look the best. Everything about me at 45 is better. Y'all, listen. You haven't lived life until you hit 40. I look better. My body's better. Everything about me is better. I'm a grown-ass man. Be clear. Okay. Anyway, my girl Kelly, she is 48 years old. She is a baddie. Baddie. Okay? My girl Kelly always dated the brothers. And there's some good Black men out there, so don't take this to say, no, I'm a good Black man. My brothers are, there's a lot of good Black men. So don't make that the story, child. My homegirl Kelly dated brothers and the Africans, and she dated a few Middle Eastern, right? Long story short, my girl Kelly, who owns Kelly's, she got married recently to a white man who is 9 years older than her. And they were engaged within a year. Thank you. The reason why I look good at 45 is because I love God and I worship him. I drink natural spring water. And I'm not a hater. And I have good intentions. Okay, so she met a white man, dated him for the first time. Within a year, they got married. And me and my we haven't had label conversation yet. So me and my friend, I'm that gay uncle who be at the Thanksgiving dinner like, is that Uncle Carlos' friend? That's what child. We're gonna spend time with my girl. She place. Anyway, all of my black girlfriends over 40 have been asking me to ask her, we don't want Sierra's prayer. We want yours. She married this amazing white guy who I had a chance to hang out with this weekend. And I went to her wedding. Yes, he's wealthy. It doesn't hurt. You know your worth, girls. It doesn't hurt. But they're in love. She's in love. They have googly eyes. They were making out in front of me. And it was the first guy she dated. And it's her first marriage. She got married for the first time at 48. You can't find love after 40. Just get rid of all of the stuff you learned or thought you knew. And the last piece of advice that I will say to y'all that she said to me, they completely spend hours and hours and hours and hours talking about things. And one thing she said to me that made me cry, and I'm going to end with this, because this is some real shit. She said to me, a woman who's 48, who met this white guy 9 years older than her, she said after their fourth date, she cried because she could not believe, I'm not going to cry. She said she cried because she was so scared of releasing her love to him because she's been hurt so many times. And she cried because she could not believe this person was real. Now, black men can do that too, girls, before y'all run with that. All I'm saying is there is love after 40. But baby, it doesn't hurt to check the other box, okay? All right, so anyways, moving on. I'm going to bring on Tambra and Dustin in 1 second. I had a great weekend. I had a great weekend. I hung out with Lisa Milan from Dubai and Gertie from Miami Housewives in Miami. As you guys can see, I'm back in the closet. As you guys can also see, the shelves are empty. Because I am here for 12 hours. And then, whatever. Like Lisa Ray said, I vacation for the month. Not month. So, the African did not kick me out the house. This is my house. I own it. So I'm back. But no, I got other. Can y'all see this real quick? See, that's some shit. Look. Look. Yes. Look. Okay, look, y'all. Look. Can y'all see? Hold on. So that's what's happening. All right. But no, it was a great weekend, and that's my advice to y'all. All right. So that's enough of me talking. I I love y'all so much. And before I bring on Tambra and Dustin, I want to shout out the raindrops really quickly. Hold on now. Lashana. Child, no, baby. The African did not take all of my shit. No, baby. No. And just for the record, we actually have a great friendship. Not for nothing. You can't spend all those years with somebody. I mean, you can if they stole something from you. That's my big one. But we actually have a great friendship. So I want you guys to know that. Okay. All right. So it is. All right. Y'all asking too many questions. Where's the dog? The dog is with him. Godiva is with him. We have to split custody. I'm telling y'all way too much on my business. We have to. Godiva is with him. Oh, okay. That's a good question. And I'm gonna move on. Is your new friend white? No. Okay, so that's no. He is the color of Godiva. All right. So up first, we have baby. In the words of Nene Leakes and Peter Thomas, he is Doc. Okay, baby, he is Doc. Shout out to Nene Leakes, baby. All right, up first we have. I know I'm way too comfortable with y'all. That's the problem. That's it. I'm not saying anything else. That's it. Chocolate is good for your heart. All right. So up first, we have the amazing, beautiful OG. She is somebody who I have such love for. She is so damn sweet. She's nice. She's easy to work with. She's so, I think she's so underrated when it comes to how she gets the girls together. She is the queen, baby, of Take Care, baby. Honey. The one, the only, the midday diva. Both of our friends, they look alike to me. So give it up for Tambra Cherie from Belle Collective.
Hey, Carlos. Look, hello. I'm intrigued. Do you hear me? Look, I wanted you to keep talking. Yes.
Why?
I love all this on you. I love this. I love it. Do you hear me?
What do you love?
You are glowing. Are you serious? You can't see? It's more than that beet juice. I can tell you that. It's more than the beet juice. Yes.
Okay, Tambra, what's funny is I was hanging out with my girls, a different set of girls, right, over the weekend. And they all said to me, "You look very happy." And I'm like, "I'm always happy. I'm Carlos. I'm always happy." Yeah. They said, "Nah, it's something different about you. Like there's something different." And to hear you say that just confirms it. So yeah.
Absolutely. You're glowing. You are glowing. And I know I'm an herbs person too. It's more than the beet juice, baby. It's more than what's in that cup. I can tell you that. Yes. But I love it. I love it. I really do. And you know what else I love? I love how you share right here. Like you're sharing stuff that I didn't even know.
I know. Listen, the thing is this
platform here.
Yes. I know. Listen, I love my raindrops. And the funny thing is this. I love my raindrops so much and I trust them. They have my back. They let no one lie on me. They always protect me. I have a few raindrops who pray for me. They send me prayers.
Oh, I love that.
Shout out to Sheridan. Sheridan prays for me. Yeah, so I feel comfortable, you know.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love
Thank
it.
you. Thank you. We'll talk about you and your man
Delicious.
next, but I have to bring up my friend, and he's my friend, but I guess he's my TV husband. Because the raindrops want that to happen. But please bring in our friend, the amazing Dustin Ross.
What's up, Los? Much love, Tambra. What's up, Raindrops? How y'all doing
Ooh.
tonight? What's going on? And Los,
Dustin.
let's put this relationship talk, this shit you talking. You didn't came on here talking tonight, talking about I can't tell y'all. Look, from now on, I can't tell y'all none of my business, and then proceeded to tell all your business. However, I just want you to put that in neutral for a minute. You know what I'm saying? We got to get through winter. It's the holidays. We got to get through winter. I think we can have a great summer being single and free, traveling the world. And then in the fall time, you and your friend that you'll continue to talk to can lock that shit down. But you need a minute. You need a minute. You still thawing out. You was on ice for a long time. You still thawing out. So you need a minute. Yeah.
He needs some more time to himself.
You need a minute. You being what they used to call that being fast. You being fast.
Oh,
or you know what else? You know what else, y'all? Manish. You being manish, Carlos. That's what it is. Yeah.
No,
slow
see,
down.
I disagree.
Date.
Slow
That's
down.
what you're saying, Dustin. Just date.
Yes.
No.
Date them all.
Okay. No,
I'm saying date. I'm saying party.
Date,
I'm saying travel. I'm saying live, create, all of that shit. And then you go on and connect later on. But you need a little you time. You only 45.
No, I know, but the thing is this. Let's have a real conversation.
Yeah.
The thing is this, though. I am a relationship guy. And okay, so let's place that here.
Okay.
And let's move back. I've been outside.
So you should want to do it again.
No, listen. Raindrops, I love y'all. This is no shade. I've been outside for a minute. Y'all just found out about it.
No,
okay.
That is true.
Okay. I've been outside for a minute. I was trying to figure out, like, do you, because one of my friends was like, you should date somebody much younger than you so that when you get older, they're like, whatever. And I'm like, I don't know if I want that. So I've been outside for a minute. Now, granted, I haven't been out on a lot of dates because I'm saying way too much, but it is what it is. I can't be seen with everybody.
Yeah.
Understandable. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're great. Okay, fine. So I will say this. I wrote, and girls, boys, and days listen. Okay. I wrote in a journal my ideal person, and I have a vision board on my phone. And my thing is this: ask, believe, receive. Now, I'm not saying I'm getting married tomorrow. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is to meet somebody that checks all the boxes at 45. I don't want to be out there with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, right? I don't want that for myself. I have a whole season. I don't want to have a whole season.
Point of contention, right? Point of contention. You are a professional risk taker. You literally take chances for a living. You come up with ideas, throw them at the wall, see what's going to stick and what will attach and bring people along. And then through with strategy, right? With skill and strategy, that's what you do professionally. Why doesn't that overlap into your personal life? Why are you focusing on even finding a partner? Think about the life you live. Think about the spaces you occupy. Think about the paths that you cross and those that cross your path. You will find somebody who is able to receive you at the level that you're at, understand your life, you understand theirs, they'll be interesting to you, and you don't have to check no damn boxes. You could just live your life and end up finding someone who naturally is a good fit for you.
But
why the rush?
But it's not a rush. I'm not rushing.
Why the focus then? Forgive me, I may have misspoke. Why the focus?
No, listen, I just said we're not exclusive, right?
Okay.
There's no labels. But on some real talk, I'm being real. My life is what it is because I've always been about intention.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
When you ask for something and God gives it to you in the form of whatever person, place, or thing, you need to intentionally move into that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be out here dating everybody. I've never been a hoe, and there's nothing wrong with it. We've all had fun in our 20s. Dustin and I know that for sure.
Yeah.
But when you're at the top, it's lonely, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I am not desperate by any means.
No, hell no.
Not at all. Not at all.
No. That's my point. That's my point. So all I'm saying is, to meet somebody and you like, oh, I did not ask for it. I didn't expect that. And then I was like, this will be a fun little weekend, whatever. But when you have somebody and y'all talk for 5 hours every day,
Mm-hmm.
and when you have somebody to where y'all don't watch TV, y'all listen to music and dance, and it's the two of y'all dancing for 3 hours.
I didn't even know you had that type of time, to be honest with you.
The joke is he don't, and he's still a boogie.
Like, what?
No, because I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. I'm gonna move on. When a man wants you, he'll make time for you.
That is true, but 5 hours.
Well,
that
in
is true.
increments, like in the morning while I'm working out.
Yeah.
You know, in the evening. You know, before you go to bed.
I think you're in a great. I think you want what you want, and you're in a great position.
Dustin, you have been a bachelor for 30 years.
Thank you. Yeah.
But I'm sure he dates.
Thank you.
Dustin has a phobia of relationship.
I have no such thing.
Dustin,
okay, I know where my range drops.
I've
known
you
no
for over 10
thing.
years, Dustin, and you have one boyfriend that I've known of.
Yeah.
In the 10 plus years I've known you, and y'all dated for 2 months.
Well, we dated off and on for 12 years. And we were madly in love. You know what I'm saying? And it was what it was. However, that was then, and this is now. Much respect to that part of my life, but I've moved on. And I think that this is a great position for a partner to find you at, receive you at. I think you're at the top of your game personally, professionally. You just got through talking about fucking beet juice. So, you know what I'm saying? I think you're at a great station in life. And I think that this is a great time for you to explore those kind of connections that you so beautifully just described. I'm looking forward to you describing many, many more.
Okay. So Tambra, I appreciate that. So Tambra, what's going on with you and Damon? How's that relationship?
I think he closed both doors. I was just making sure.
Dustin, you saw Tambra do
that. Your both doors were closed. That's all.
Dustin, Tambra pulled a Destiny Amadati.
Look, hold on to that door hanging out.
Both doors are closed. Okay, no, we're fine.
That's
fine.
Good.
Like, yeah, like we are fine. We are fine. We're at that area. Like, I will be very honest. You know, I'm learning things. You can be with a person for years and you still, it's levels to it. I'm sorry. Look, it is levels to this thing. I'm still learning things that I didn't know, and that's just the truth. That's just being very honest about it. You know?
So the thing is, you are a new mother, and I wanna get into what's been happening. Belle Collective this season is everything. Congratulations to the success the show has had. It was the little engine that could. You know, what a lot of people don't know that I've never shared. In the business, you have shows on the bubble, and on the bubble means it could very well not ever come back, right? So the Belles have been a huge success, excuse me. And a lot of it has to do, obviously, with the Belles, the cast, the crew, the producers, all of that. But talk to me about this situation, because you're a new mom.
Oh, yeah.
This season, you are going through something to where you're not introducing your baby to the Belles. And a lot of people are concerned about that. What do you have to say to that?
Oh, no. It to me, it takes time. You know, I just think that's what it is. It takes time. Like, you know, everything is new for me. You just said, I'm a new mom. I'm in new territory. I've never been here before. That's just the real of it. Like, I've never been here before. And I feel like, you know, I'm transparent. I did my baby reveal, which I did not know. I did that on television. You know, when I go to the doctor, I went to the doctor on live television with my feet up. That was real, okay?
Mhm.
I don't think that can be any more transparent. That's a real ultrasound. So there were moments like, this is like real, but it's only to show other women. You know, that's what encourages me. The messages that I get from other women, the other women that are like, wow, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're sharing this. That's what encourages me. That's what I love the absolute most. When I can encourage someone and help someone else, I feel like I'm doing my job. That's just the honesty. This is me being honest about it. But no, I will say, just being a new mom in this season, just because of some things that happened last season, I always have to feel like I am in a safe space for me to bring London Simone in a safe space among the girls. And that takes time.
Is your concern too with the fact that who are you the closest to out of all the Bells?
Out of all the Bells now, because like this really went, now.
Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, like now I would honestly say Latrice. I talk to Latrice the most. And that's just being honest about it. I do talk to Latrice the most. I talk to Selena. I talk to Selena a lot. You know, she's a Belle now, so I can say Selena as well. Selena, Latrice, I talk to the most. If we had to put them in order, they're probably neck and neck, to be honest. And I usually talk to Akeisha. I will talk to Akeisha as well because she's the mom. She is the mom, and I've known her for a very long time. So that's who I would say I talk to the most out of all the girls.
So Dustin, you saw the most recent episode of Belle Collective. The couples went to New Orleans. I love when Dustin just cooks. So Dustin, give me a Tambra your thoughts about what you saw in Belle Collective. And then right after Belle Collective, we will bring on Latisha Scott. Latisha is living her rich wife era. She said it. It's on her page, so I'm not telling her business. Latisha Scott is living her rich wife era. So she'll be joining us shortly to talk about Martel versus Marsau, talk about that scene with her and Melody, the scene between her and Marsau as well. So Latisha has a lot to address. We'll get to that in a second. But first thing first, we need Dustin to cook, Glorilla style.
Let's go, Dustin.
Well, let me put my apron on in. The thing about it is, you watch these shows and there's just moments that stand out to you that make you feel something. And in this episode, the moment that stood out to me was the conversation between Latrice and her husband, Cliff, when she was asking him why he hadn't told her that he had gone to see Latisha Pearson at Latisha Pearson Enterprises. Okay. And in that scene, we saw this. We're getting a different Latrice this season. Latrice is fed up. I think that for a long time, she fought fire with maybe scalding hot water and not necessarily fire in return. And now she got the guns blazing. Latrice is at a point where she's like, look, if it's going there, it's going there. And ain't nobody finna get on TV and just sun me, period. So we saw her have a conversation with Cliff where she addressed some of the tone issues that we've been watching for so many seasons. Some of the disrespectful language that we've been watching for so many seasons come from Cliff. Everybody has their own sort of structure and format to their marriage and what makes it work. And a lot of people believe in headship and a man being the head of the house and a woman being subordinate to him. And thus far, we've seen Latrice and Cliff make it work for them. But we've all seen signs of conversations, tones of voice, inflections that just didn't sit well with us. And we wish we would see Latrice kind of check him about that. And that's exactly what we saw in this episode. She directly addressed his tone. She directly addressed what he was saying. And I ain't never seen nobody cuss nobody out with a smile. Cliff have a closed mouth smile and be talking just like this and cussing her out. And so this week we finally saw Latrice handle her 1-2s. And so I loved to see that. I love to see her stand up for herself. It's no secret that I think Latrice brings a whole lot to this show. Successful entrepreneur, beautiful. And she's kind of one of those people who, per what I've seen, really only hits back. She'll never really start shit. And this season, we're seeing her kind of just not take any of it. And it was refreshing to see, especially in a relationship as important as that between her and her husband, Cliff. So that was good to see. Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that, Tamara? Because the thing is this, we had oh my God, I can't Destiny. Destiny and Latrice were on a few weeks ago, and Destiny said that Latrice is so mean to Cliff. Destiny said she be feeling bad for Cliff because Latrice,
really?
Yes. So I want to ask you, you live in Jackson. What are your thoughts on the dynamic between Latrice and Cliff based on what you've seen? And obviously that scene to where I gagged when I saw Latrice check him. Like,
really? Okay, so I guess I'm not shocked because I've seen it before and I've seen it quite often. So yes, I will be very honest with you. She matches his energy. So sometimes when I do see things on television where I'm like, Latrice is not saying anything, that's not the Latrice that I know. Okay. I feel like it may have been out of respect for her husband. But now I've seen these two match energy together. And sometimes it is a little funny because, look, they match energy. Latrice doesn't back down from Cliff. So when you guys saw that scene, I'm used to seeing that. That's what I'm used to seeing. I've seen that before. So I wasn't shocked by it at all because they match each other's energy. Are you shocked?
Yes.
Well, go ahead, Dustin.
Yeah, I am shocked. And honestly, that would be a great conversation moving forward to see you and Latrice have on camera, like addressing the fact that, I'm glad you stood up for yourself because we don't know that she has done that. And we were happy to see that because we're rooting for her. We love what we've seen from her. So seeing her stand up for herself meant a lot to us. I would love to see y'all talk about that on camera. I think that'd be a great conversation.
Well, yeah, because I'm telling you, Dustin, I have seen they match energy. Latrice comes with it with Cliff and gives him I'm serious. And this is I'm just being honest to what I've seen personally. Like she's not letting Cliff, run over her. That's not the story.
Yeah. Good.
Well, it's interesting because a lot of people obviously think that is the story. And the reason why I have Monday Night Live and bringing my cast on is because I want you guys to be able to always give the extended version of things that, the cameras may not be able to capture because, again, this camera being on the show for 4 years, you're sharing the bill with 7 other women and not everything is able to be captured.
Right.
Plus, y'all actually live in Jackson. Y'all are really friends. Y'all be around each other. So the fact that, you're able to sort of, not agree, but sort of vouch for what Destiny was saying. I think we're all shocked because what we saw, like you said, on camera. I
think it's just respect. I think on camera is more of, I do have respect for my husband. Yeah. But I also feel like now in that scene, she may have been like, okay, now you may have shown out on me a couple of times. So therefore, I'm going to show out on you. I think she's literally that's her naturally what you saw. That may be just that because I was not shocked about it at all. I'm just saying I wasn't.
No, and that was good about it because the thing is this, and I want to before we move on with Dustin and more of what he saw on Belle previous episode. When it comes to the women in Jackson, now I don't know if it's a Jackson thing, a Southern thing. A lot of the women, like you said about Latrice, at least on camera, there is like this very respectful disposition when it comes to when their husbands speak, they definitely don't overtalk them or push back. At least in the beginning of the shows, right? Seasons 1 and 2, I would say. Is that just how it is in Jackson? Like the women are just not as vocal?
I can't necessarily say that, but I will say respect. I'm big on respect. I'm big on just being respectful and in a respectful way, especially in your relationships. Let me say that. In your relationships, I do think you need to be respectful of another person. And I think that to me, that's when I see Latrice backing down sometimes or not saying anything in that moment. I just think she's being or trying to be respectful of her husband. That's my opinion because I've seen them match energy. And I don't know, and I hope that, I don't know, we have some more to go, I've seen some things even, going forward while we were filming, Like that's literally matching energy, like not backing down from him.
How are you with Damon?
Dustin is shocked.
No, I'm
as far as
happy.
what? As
I'm
far as
happy to
what?
hear that. Yeah.
Oh, Damon does not play with me. Okay, like he better not. Like I am very vocal with Damon. Very vocal. Very vocal. I do not back down. And Damon is very laid back. He's a laid back type of guy. So we don't have that. He's very respectful. You know,
Yeah.
he knows my household. He knows where I come from. My parents have been married for 55 years. My grandparents were married for 50 something years. He knows both of them. So he knows where I come from. He knows my father. He's very respectful. He knows my family. He knows all of this. He knows, like you said, you know your pedigree. He knows where I come from. So no, he doesn't. We don't do that. That disrespect, the tone. You know, we respect each other's tone and the way that you talk to me, like all of that. And you know this. We've had this conversation. One thing that you've said, you've seen. I've told you before. Damon and I, we've broken up before, gotten back together, broken up before. I do have the gift of goodbye, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for that. But I'm not going to ever be disrespected. And one thing I can honestly say, he's never disrespected me, ever. We've never had that.
I love Damon. One more question.
Oh, listen, it's me. If we're arguing, I can honestly say it's me. I remember us arguing before. It was all me. He literally threatened to pick up the phone and call my dad.
Are you crazy?
You crazy? I'm not. But I am vocal. I will be vocal, especially in relationships. In relationships that we're very intentional and that we work hard for. And we're not going to play about each other. We're not going to play just like Mr. Monday Night, Dustin. You don't play about you. You know what you bring to the table. You're not going to play about yourself. You just think all of these accolades. You're not going to play about you in this era that you're in right now.
That's right.
Monday Night, big
You're going to date longer. You're going to date longer and be outside. That's right, Tamra. You on a roll, goddammit. You're going to date longer and be outside longer.
Don't let nobody play you or play about you. And you don't play about you.
I don't play about me, but I am submissive of my relationship, child. I ain't gonna front.
But you're not in a relationship yet, honey.
Well, speaking of not playing about yourself, Tambra didn't play about yourself with Marie for how many seasons now? We've seen you stand on straight business, and it was refreshing. You know what I'm saying? To see you guys talk and kind of make that inroads when you were at the improv class that you guys went to, and we saw you say, you know what, come here, we finna sit down and talk about this shit right now. That was great to see. I think we're seeing a different Marie this season in that way. She's a little disarmed. I think she was surprised by your willingness to be open to talk, and that kind of forced her to just have something to say in the moment, and she showed up the best way she could. I think that she was disarmed and caught off guard by Latrice's energy in that same setting, when Latrice was just willfully sitting in her chair and playing ping pong verbally back across the room with Marie. Marie was surprised by that. And then I think she was surprised by the fact that her stuff wasn't in the damn brunch room activation space. You know what I mean? And I thought that was a cute for TV, spat between her and Latisha. You know what I'm saying?
You think it was organic from Marie?
No. I think Marie recognized that it was a moment, and she lightheartedly made it fun and just kind of like poke fun with Latrice. With Latisha. I don't think Latisha knew where she was coming from at first, because Latisha was very much like, and Marie kind of just played it off. Latisha was there was a lot going on. That shit with Selena had just went on. She had a lot going on, but Marie played it off. I thought that was a fun scene. We're seeing a lighter side of Marie, even with the very serious stuff that happened with her home being shot at. We're still seeing a lighter side of her this season, and it's much more refreshing to see that. Yeah.
No, we listen. Marie is definitely giving a lot of personal story this season, and the one thing that I do want to address too with you and Marie, Tambra, what is your relationship like with Marie? Because we did see you two make amends. And one thing I'll give you, Tambra, I'll give you a lot of things, but the one thing I'll give you in that scene was you initiated the conversation. Why was it important for you to have that conversation with Marie?
In the moment, because I will say this, Latisha was crying. I'm an empath. I don't like to see people crying. I don't like to see people hurt. I will say that. So in that moment of everything that was going on, and I'm just like, Tisha, what's wrong? What's wrong? And she was, you know, saying all these things, and she was crying, and I was crying. It's just like everything just falling apart and this, and she was saying some things to me. So it was in that moment, because it was like, look, okay, let's start with us. Let's start with us. And then I am one of those people that I don't want something to continue to go on and on. I don't have that type of time to go on and linger on and on and on. And I'll tell you this about me. Every year, and this is a sidebar, every year I do a vision board. I do a vision board, and even in my relationships in personal life and all these things, we talk about things that go on that year. If we don't talk about it and we move on to the next year, I don't bring stuff from another year into another year. I never have. So when people start going back 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, I don't live there. Like that's just a personal thing about me. I don't think you should continue to bring stuff up that you have absolutely left behind you, because nobody can stay back there. So that's one thing that I believe in that. So I'm like, okay, I have to practice that with her. That's what I'm also thinking in that moment. Let me hear again. Let me hear what she's saying. Let me hear her reasoning again.
What do you have to say to people who think that Marie's issue is she has no man? That seems to be the biggest topic of conversation on social media. They're like, get a man, Marie, get a man, Marie. Do you agree with the fans who say those things?
As far as her, to get a man to focus, let me tell you something. Marie has a lot going on. Okay, I do believe that sometimes we can get caught up in things that, you know, if you don't have a spouse, if you don't have a mate, if you don't have this, you know, sometimes we can get caught up in that. But I also think that we can also get caught up in the fans too, and we can get caught up in some comments as well. You know?
Oh, y'all can? I never met a reality star.
What?
I'm shocked that people actually get caught up in the comments.
What? Oh my goodness. That's why
people don't change because they saw a comment on social media. It ain't so. Oh, no.
I think, and that's with me. I've never been a comment person. I'm not the person that's going to sit there and read 20,000 comments. I'm just not. You know, I'm not going to do that. You know, but I think people can get caught up in some things, and they hear things, and, you know, and for me, I also believe that, you know, I always say this, I think you live it twice, because not only when you actually, we're together and it's happening, and then you have to live it again when it's actually airing on television.
That's the thing. That's what makes it tough, because, and we're going to move on too, but one thing about being a reality star, and I talked about this before, when it comes to producing reality stars on reality TV, people can make amends, get along, be good. The moment that episode airs, it brings up more issues. And don't let social media hype you up, and you be like, I'm mad.
It can be a trigger. Yeah, some things can be a trigger. Yeah, it can be a trigger. And like you just said, social media, comment, all of that will play a part. It can play a part. And then guess what? Now you also have your friends and your family seeing everything that's playing out. So
and Dustin Ross.
And Dustin,
because Destiny sent Dustin Ross a DM, honey, and ran him for filth.
No, I don't know what she sent me, but I will say this. I think that boundaries are a beautiful part of life, and I think that they protect us. And I think that they safeguard us even when we don't understand it. And sometimes you have to create that boundary for yourself. If I'm up on Kingdom Reign's platform interviewing talent, Tambra, if you and I are having a conversation about Belle Collective, it's not a gotcha moment. It's not a moment for me to get your ass about how I felt about you on that damn show. It's not that. It's time for me to ask you questions and focus on you and your experience and give you the floor. Today, I said it last week, I'll say it again. I'm sitting here in the seat where my opinion is requested. So that's a totally different dialogue, a different conversation. And it doesn't open the door for people that we discussed tonight to start a conversation with me based upon what I said when I was asked for my opinion. So sometimes you just gotta kind of set that boundary, and then we all coexist peacefully. Everybody's fine. So
I love it. But I don't know if I love it more than I love this woman. She is an OG from Love and Marriage Huntsville, okay? An OG. She started this show. We shot a cute little pilot. Tambra knows. Well, Tambra doesn't know about pilot being shot. We'll talk about that later. She was in the pilot. She's always been herself. I almost gave her a pink slip after 2 days of filming, and I said, baby, you're on TV and you have to talk. I said, so, and she said, am I about to get fired, Carlos? I said, child, you got one more week, baby, to talk. I just need, Tisha, I need you to talk, baby. Just talk. And baby, she has not closed her mouth ever since. Give it up for the rich wife herself, Latisha Moore Scott.
Hey,
Hello.
Hey, Latisha.
So funny. Hey, I've been cracking up back here laughing at y'all.
T-Squad is in the building, Tisha. They love you. T-Squad's in the building.
Hi, Tisha.
Hey, I know. I love my T-Squad. They've been showing me so much love this weekend. I was like, listen, if I never felt like I had a fan base, please believe y'all have shown up and showed out, and I appreciate that. So thank y'all. Love y'all so much.
No, they love you, Tisha. They call you their lovely, beautiful Libra sister. So we are now about to jump into this past Saturday's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. But before I get into the scene, I got to ask you this because it's even on your signature right now. Explain to us about you being a rich wife. Because let me tell you something. I'm a Libra. You're a Libra.
Yes.
Amber's man, Damon, is a Libra. And one thing about Libras, we own our shit, right?
Facts.
I'm happy that you are embracing being a rich wife, but I don't want to tell your business. Talk to us about why you have now accepted that and you're running with it.
And my man is a Libra as well. So yes, I'm married to a Libra. But no, for so long, I've been like the quiet person. Like, I don't like to talk about what we're doing. I don't like to talk about things, but I'm on reality TV. And what I'm realizing is that not talking about it allow people to think other things. So I just want the world to know that it's not all about being rich, financially rich, thank Kingdom Reign for that part of things, in my hardworking man. But it's about being rich.
I pay people. Health. Shut up.
You pay us. That ain't our problem. So would that be
I don't pay people.
Child,
it's a network.
We ain't got them problems, y'all. We ain't got them problems. But hey. But no, for real, it's about being rich in love, rich in family, rich in friendship, rich in health. Like, thank God for health nowadays. Just rich in life and living it. That's what I'm on.
Listen, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. The thing is this. You did a post yesterday.
Yes.
And let's just get right into the scene. Let's get into the group scene first.
Okay.
So you guys are at Destiny's event. Hey, Tisha! Yeah! Tisha, do me and the Raindrops and the T-Squad.
No.
Solid. Can you please tell us what Destiny had this past Saturday?
A shit show. That's what it was. A hot mess. It was hot as heck out there. She had us playing musical chairs, tag, the rope thing, and she knew what was going down. That's the thing. She didn't give me a heads up, but it's all good.
Do you like what I call the event? Are you cool with that?
It is what it is.
Okay. No, I want to make sure. I love
with
it.
No. I'm fine with it. I don't feel no type of way when you say it. I'm like, hey,
it's all marks for you, and I want you to own it.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Good. But you can't say event right now.
Well, we're gonna have an event. I heard soon. If I have a problem with, I'll text you, Carlos, and let you know. So
I know. I love when my girls call me personally and tell me their issue versus doing it other ways. Anyway, so I want to get into this scene where Martel is coming for your husband, right? Mm-hmm. Once again, it's the accusations of 19 women. Martel 20. Did go get hit. Sorry, 20 women. Mm-hmm. My bad. You're right. I got the wrong number. I missed one. I got to carry the one. So it's 20 women's, okay? And he went to grab his phone. He wanted to show proof. And he also accused you of sleeping with his boy. I want you to be able to clear the air about that. Because he said that you slept with one of his homeboy, and he made it seem like it happened while you were married. I want you to have the opportunity to clear all that up.
Yeah, one thing we know about Martel is Martel's a liar. We have seen that and known that over the past 5-6 years on the show. So Martel runs out to the car to get his phone, and I'm like, hey, let's see what's on your phone. You ran out there to go get it. Let's see what's on it, because you have claimed that my husband and I have experienced something that we have not experienced. And so since you keep saying, you keep playing with the fans' mind and tell them, hey, I got proof, show your proof. At the reunion season 2, when I was like, okay, Martel, what's your proof? He's like, I'm just playing. I ain't got no proof. So at this time, it's like, 6 years in, I'm like, I'm tired of it. Show what you got in your phone. You're always running off to get something, and when you come back, you don't show nothing. So I wanted him to show what he had in his phone, which again, he didn't show anything because he does not have anything. And I've told people this over and over again. Martel is the type of person, if he had anything, he would have been released it a long time ago. He's been showing people stuff on his phone forever. Like the whole revenge porn thing, that did happen. That is a true thing that really happened. And not only have he shown people stuff in his phone of his ex-wife, he's also showed people stuff in his phone with his baby mother. Like, she needs to check on that too. He's shown the boys pictures of her dancing in the closet, shaking after he paid for some type of procedure she had. So he's known for that. So my thing is, Martel, show it. And then his thing is, he's like, well, you've been with my homeboy. I'm like, dude, that was in 2001. How is that even relevant? Like, I talked to one of his friends, which is really not his friend, it's just somebody local. That's why college girls don't fool with the local people. Keep it on campus. But it was a local guy, we fooled around in 2001, my freshman year of college. I didn't know Marsau. It was way before my marriage. We're talking about something that happened 23 years ago. And then for him to say, oh, I saw it, I'm like, really? Because the word around town in Huntsville was that Martel liked boys who was in college. So he didn't see anything. And if he did see something, he was sneaking in the room, or a hidden tape was somewhere, because he didn't see anything. I'm like, why? I just don't understand why he would say that, why he would throw me in the middle of that. And so him and Marsau was going back and forth. Unfortunately, edits didn't show what Marsau said, but they showed what Martel said. So you guys really didn't see or hear everything that Marsau was saying to him, because Marsau was dropping receipts and he was naming guys who Martel have slept with in Huntsville.
Is that okay? We gotta say a legend.
No, it's not a legend. It's not a legend. Because Carlos, let me tell you. So you guys have known. You said that I've been quiet. I know a lot more than what I say. And for years, Marsau have been like, no, T, don't do that. No, T, don't do that. And we really have been trying not to go there with Martel, because I just don't want to be fighting with him. So, but at some point, you have to be like, enough is enough. Like, leave us alone. Stop it. We don't say nothing about you. When we do say something, it is like something that has been asked of us on the TV show. We're filming a television show. If someone asks us a question or something that you've already put out there, we can speak on it. But we don't put things out there before you put it out there. So, it's like, leave me alone, because I can say a lot more.
So the thing is, you are clearly fed up.
Oh, yeah, big time.
And listen.
That part.
Right. Obviously, you're fed up. And the biggest thing for you that you said, too, is the fact that, did you feel, because we talked about this before in terms of, you always seem to be at the crossfires of all of this, right? Like the thing with you, you seem to be like the innocent bystander when the guys get into it. Did you feel like at that moment it should have just stuck between the guys and your name should not have been brought in? Did you feel, because you're right? I want to hear from Dustin and Tambra too about that too.
Yeah, I had nothing to do with that. Like, Marsau and Martel was going at it, and I'm like, hey, y'all go at it. I'm just sitting there. The only time I said something when he was like, "Oh, I have the receipts, Tisha. Tisha, if I was you, I want to sit too." I was like, "Well, show it." So he pulled me in it, and I was really trying not to go there. I was laughing it off. I'm like, "Okay, y'all, here we go," because I had to take my daughter to dance right after that scene. So I was really ready to go, but I'm like, I don't understand why every time Martel gets into it with Marsau, he's pulling me in it.
Mm.
Dustin, Tambra, y'all mighty quiet. Y'all out there.
Look, I was about to say just for
y'all saw the episode. Go ahead.
I did. For me, I can honestly say what threw me back, because there was a lot of cursing going on. So I was trying to understand. I'm glad she actually cleared up the story, because you lose a little when it was cursing going on. I was trying to understand what was being said, exactly what was being said. And I do feel like, for me, we just talked about respect. I'm big on respect and tone. I think the way that Martel was talking to her, that was something that I'm very big on, that I noticed before anything, as a woman, the way that he was talking to her and the things that he was saying to her. I did not like that. I do believe, and this is just my belief, men conversation should be up between men. That conversation should be between men. I don't feel like Tisha should be arguing with another guy. I don't feel that way. And her husband, I think that should be between him and her husband. And like you said, he just brought up something from 1955, which I definitely don't understand. She did not even know her husband at the moment. I don't understand why people do that. But, if you don't have anything else, your receipts come from 1955. So,
Which
so
is
it was
sad.
just a respect thing for me. I just feel like it was disrespectful. If I'm watching as a viewer, I felt it was disrespectful from a man and a woman's point of view, going back and forth. She shouldn't have to do that.
Yeah, and it was extremely disrespectful. And I'm like, and that's my whole thing that I was telling Martel. I was like, you're so disrespectful, guy. Like, you have no respect for females. Like, none.
He don't have no respect for y'all, period. And I think that was what we saw. Let's zoom out a little bit, right? When you're an adult and you have a grievance with someone, you can stand on your grievance in conversation while you are getting to the bottom of things. You can say, hey, I have a problem with you, and it's because you did this to me, and you could talk through that. Once you start trying to dish out information and tell secrets about people, you're attempting to sway the perception of that person in the eyes of everybody else that's around, and usually that's rooted in some sort of guilt. I thought it was reprehensible the way that Martel was speaking at that in them practice jerseys with them pastel balloons. That was the ashiest balloon arch I've ever seen in my life. I thought that it was reprehensible. Now, second of all, there's a definite line. I thought that Latisha and Marsau, I think y'all had the patience of Job at that park pavilion, underneath that pavilion that day. There's a line that exists when it comes to disrespect. Martel happily crossed the line. Now, I also think we got the most honest statement we've ever gotten from Martel in that scene in his confessionals, where he said, if you do something that make me feel some kind of way, I'm going to try my best to hurt you. I'm going to try my best to get you and make you feel what I feel. That did not say whether it was warranted or not. That didn't mean whether you had wronged him. That just means that he's a vindictive person when it comes to scenarios like that, as we've seen on TV. I don't know him personally, talking about what I saw on the television. And I thought it was insane for the vulgar sexual nature of the accusations he was making. Those were direct darts to hurt Marsau, his ego.
Yeah. He was trying to get Marsau out of character.
Yes, he was trying to get Marsau out of character, because he was completely out of character and completely out of line, and nobody helped. It was time for Destiny to put them cards down. This was not a talk show moment. Put them cards down. Nobody's really answering the questions anyway, and they need to talk that out. This was not a playful, fun situation that could have been refereed. That was serious business. And that's why Latisha is sitting up here saying the things that she's saying tonight, because Martel took it there in that conversation. Now, these are sirens in Harlem, so I'm a mute.
But now, I agree with you. Like, Martel took it there, and it's like, okay, I'm done. I'm tired of Martel. And my thing is, you can argue with someone when they're stating facts and truth on you, but how do you even argue with a lie? Like, you can't even defend it no more, because now it's just like it's your word against his word, and it's like, dude, you go so low, and you're willing to say anything, and it's like, why? And like I was telling Marsau, I was like, we won't go that low with him. So you can't even argue with him. You really have to ignore him, because it's like, we don't even want to go that low with you. And we have
Sometimes you got to.
so much to lose. Like when you're arguing with someone who has nothing to lose, they don't care what they would do or what they would say. They have nothing to lose.
Is that where you and Marsau are at in this current moment? Because we did see you guys at the jewelry store post that scene, and it did feel like, and obviously this energy you have now is matching the energy in the scene. You seem to be at that moment over it. Did you feel like, because the thing about you and Marsau, y'all get attacked. I mean, the whole cast gets attacked, right? Let's be clear. Everyone's attacked from the social media and whatever. But you two do have this tendency to sort of take the high road. I would say that when you say that, I'm like, oh, that is true. Not that you said it out loud. I'm thinking about some moments where you guys just really decide not to even go there. In that moment at Destiny's event, did you feel like that was it for you and Marsau in terms of trying to move forward with him?
Yeah, I mean, we was done. And Martel is so weird. Like he texts me and Marsau like a couple of weeks after that. He saw my son out. And of course, his kids know my kids. And so they all spoke to my son. He was like, you guys are doing such a great job raising your son. He's so respectful and this and that. And I'm looking at this text message like, what is wrong with this dude? Like, you really think you could just say any and everything to somebody and then, oh, we're done, we're over it, and it's all good? Like, no, we're done with him for real.
You don't want Marsau doesn't want to have a friendship with him ever again?
Hell no. He went too low. Like, you came for me. You was trying to say any and everything to get my husband to like fight you, I guess, or get out of character with you. You called my husband all type of names. I was like, I mean, all of my life, I've never seen a dude go this hard on another dude before. So I was telling Marsau, honestly, I said, I think Martel wants you. Like, how hard he goes against you and what he's saying, like, what else do he want? And he kept saying at Field Day, he kept saying, Tisha, you're going to divorce him, right? Tisha, you're going to leave him, right? You're going to divorce him, right? I'm like, why do you keep saying it? It's just weird to me.
Do you think that's the end result that he may want?
It has to be. That's what his actions are showing since season 1B. That's been his action. He goes back and forth. He'll say something and then he'll come and he'll apologize to us. And I'm like, okay, well, let's move forward. And then he'll do it again. And so it's like, you can't keep apologizing and we can't keep accepting this behavior because it's going to get worse. Because obviously, he feels like, Martel feels like it's okay to do mean things to people as long as you come back later on and try to apologize to them.
I want to shift gears. So you did a scene in this episode too, with Melody. It was another scene that people on social media were talking about the Maurice's DUI, and what the social media people were saying online about lipstick being on his lips in the mugshot. Dustin and Tambra too. What were your whole thoughts about that scene? Because you were in the moment when it happened.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Oh, it was funny. Like, I told Mel in the scene, I pulled up the picture. I'm like, look at the picture, Mel. I don't see any lipstick. Because at first she was like, it was on his collar. And then she's like, oh, it's on his lips. I'm like, man, Maurice got pink lips. Like, I didn't see any lipstick. Like, he has pink
lips. Does he drink beet juice like me?
Beet juice, red wine. I don't know what it is. But the guy, Maurice, is very yellow. He has pink
not yellow. Maurice is light skinned. Yes, he is.
High yellow. High yellow.
That's what Tab over your thoughts on that scene too.
I thought that Melody had energy that suggested that she was not in a good place with Kimmy and Maurice. That's what I thought. I thought that Melody's focus on sort of those salacious details of that incident was very telling of a break in the relationship between her and Kimmy and her and Maurice. And I, for one, really hope they figure that out. You know what I'm saying? I hate to see the core six going at it, and I'm seeing the waves kind of crash against the rocks when it comes to that relationship. So I'm just kind of bracing myself, man, and I hope they find their way back to each other, because I like it when y'all care about each other, Tisha. I don't like it when we see that kind of stuff. And so
I like fun shade. I don't like below the belt shade. I like the fun shade. We're like, listen, we know we have to have some shade. We're gonna throw fun shade, but when you go below the belt, that's a different thing. And at the end of the day, the whole situation, that's their situation. They have to stop putting it on other people. Like, marriage is hard, and we have a lot of issues within our marriage, but we have to keep addressing this whole cheating allegation, and that's not our freaking problem. I'm like, can we focus on how hard this man works? And I feel like he's always working, and he's a workaholic, and he don't spend enough time with me and the kids. Like, can we focus on something like that? Because that's my problem. The cheating allegation is not my problem. But in Kimmy and Mel, like, I don't even know what issue they had before that. Like, I wasn't aware of any type of issue they've had before that moment. So maybe Mel has created an issue so she can have an issue with Kimmy and Reese, but it really wasn't anything before then.
And that's one thing with love and marriage. You guys throw that word around a lot. That cheating word, like, it comes up so much, like, just throughout all that cheating, like you said, cheating allegations, season after season after season. Like, that comes up a lot in relationships and the marriages, but it's never any proof of the actual cheating. It's just allegations of people cheating and saying people are cheating with not any proof of people cheating.
That's because you're trying to put your story on somebody else, and that's not fair. I feel like Marsau and I really, our narrative was changed for us. They created a narrative for us. Like, we didn't have the opportunity to really tell our story. And that was told, and then that's been our talk since season 1B.
Did I want to really have you address you and Marsau's marriage, right? Because going back to that scene in the jewelry store, you were very vulnerable in that scene, just about like people coming for you and coming for your marriage. And you've addressed it every season about that. Did the accusations of the 20 women's, did the noise from social media, and listen, one thing about you and I, we have talked personally. I'm the one who said to you after, I think, season 1B, I said, get off Twitter. I said, I care about your mental health. I do not want you on Twitter. I'm so thankful you listened to me. And you are off Twitter. And I tell people now, like, the woman you become, you're such a stronger woman to me because you dealt with so much on the show and you've always dealt it with such grace. Did the noise from all of that have an effect on your marriage to Marcel, to where did you sometimes question whether or not you should still stay married to him because the noise was so loud? Did you think like, well, maybe it could be true, or maybe I should leave to save face?
No, I never thought about leaving him because of the noise. But I did think, when we had our interview for the show, and I was like, we don't have nothing interesting going on. Like, I felt like we really did it. And so with the noise, I was like, wait a second, am I crazy? Am I stupid? Did I miss something? Am I like missing, not really paying attention to my marriage? Could my husband be doing something? Because I never just thought about that, because I have married friends, but my friends, like, they're not discussing their husband cheating on them or them cheating on their husband. Like, that's not the problem we have in our group. So I never thought about cheating. I'm like, yeah, people go through it, but I mean, that ain't nothing on my radar. Look, clean up behind yourself. I clean up this house all day and you come and shave and leave hair everywhere. Like, those are the type of arguments and disagreements we was having. So I did like step back and ask myself, like, hey, am I missing something? That maybe they see something that I don't see. And then I had family members calling me like, Tisha, is Marsau really doing this? Because why would it keep going on? Why would they keep saying it over and over again if it's not true? So I had to report to my family member, people that I thought like was there for me and loved me. And I'm like, wait a second, do y'all think I'm missing something? Is it possible? And they're like, anything is possible. You really have to pay attention to this and pay attention to that. So it took me back a little bit, and it made me just try to reevaluate my life and the decisions that I was making. And I didn't know. So I was at a state of confusion. And so I think with that, I distanced myself from Marsau. I was mean to him. So that played a part in our relationship because he sees this in me. He's like, wait, you're not the woman, you know, that I married. You're not the Latisha that I know. So he didn't know how to, you know, treat me with this. It was really a state of depression and me trying to figure it out on my own. I didn't go get help at first. I was like, you know, I can deal with this. Let me just pray about it, you know, meditate and figure out what's going on with me. But I really did have to step out and get like a therapist to talk to say, hey, this is what I'm going through. How do I navigate this? It was tough. And I did want to quit the show, but then I was like, God put me in this position for a reason. Like, if I couldn't handle it, why am I here? So it has to be something bigger than me. So I figured I had to just grow tough skin because I've never had a group of people like mean to me. I've always been a likable person. I was a cheerleader from middle school to high school. Yes, girl.
Me too, girl.
I was with the cool kids. I was with the kids that's not so cool. I was the favorite in my family. I've never received hate and people just not liking me. So I really didn't know how to deal with that. And then on top of that, coming from my marriage. So yeah, it was a lot.
Thank you for your honesty when it comes to that. One more thing, we want to move on. A lot of the people are asking about this, and I want you to address it, Tisha. There are some people who feel that, you know, you guys were friends with Martel. Some people feel like you guys were protecting him. Some people feel like you guys just kept giving him passes. What do you have to say to people who feel like if Martel was his person, excuse me, why did you still continue being friends with him?
Because we're forgiving people. And I just feel like Martel, if you guys have witnessed our relationship with them, like we've traveled together as friends and as families. We spent holidays together. So we witnessed the love between them. And it was just hurtful. Like we didn't know how to navigate that. We figured they was eventually going to find their way back together. Honestly, I always said they're gonna get remarried. Like I always felt they was going to find a way back together. And we really honestly wanted to stay out of it. I didn't want to be like, oh, we're on Mel's side, we're on Martel's side. And in the very beginning, I was on Mel's side. Like I couldn't stand Martel. I didn't want to talk to Martel anymore. But then what you guys also have to look at is that throughout the time we've been on TV, we've had a lot of things thrown at us that honestly, we thought Mel and Martel was shit. Mel and Martel was doing. And then Martel came around and he was like, well, I'm so sorry about this. It was Mel. He blamed everything on Mel. And then we was like, oh, we don't know what to believe, but let's just be cordial with both of them. Like it wasn't a friendship anymore. Like the friendship was never like it was. It was just honestly just being cordial with them.
That's what it looked like to me. That's what it looked
cordial.
Like. Yeah, it looked like just adults being cordial, and it looked like whatever, you know, beginning of a real close relationship or bond had just been blown right up. You know what I mean? Dialing back to the cheating rumors a little bit, I think what made those stick was the traditional nature and marriage structure that you guys showed us when you came onto our screens. You had a very traditional marriage, and Marsau was absolutely the head of your household, and you were fine with that. You weren't even working, and there were scenes of you wanting to pursue your education, which we were so excited about for you, and do more things in the public speaking space and kind of spread your wings. And it looked like Marsau was resistant to that. And so I think that when people saw that sort of dynamic exist between you all, the people that do that stuff attach those rumors to that. And that's what made it believable to most people out there. And that's why it kind of took flight. Shamefully, that's what happened. You know what I mean?
Do you think it's because a lot of people don't see stay-at-home moms in Black communities, in Black households?
No, I think it's because people saw Marsau being headstrong and you kind of going with the program, and they assume, see, he must just be cheating on her. And then they kind of just ran with that. I think that's what happened. Yeah. That's why I love seeing where you are and what you're doing, all the incredible shit you're doing time after time, the rich wife movement. We love seeing that. We love seeing y'all making it right on those nasty ass rumors. That's some heavy stuff to throw on somebody. So
it's
to
a
see
lot
you all
to deal
beat
with.
that is great. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Tisha, let me ask you this, because at the end of the day, you just said something about 20 women. Like they were trying to accuse you guys of 20 women, 20. Have anybody ever stepped to you? DM, you're on national television.
Never.
Your DMs, your friends, your family. Where are these women? You cannot tell me that someone would not say something.
Yeah, nobody has ever stepped to me. Nobody has DM'd me. Nobody has said anything. The only thing, and I did a live with this lady, she was Mel's hairstylist. She came to me and she said, Tisha, they was trying to pay me $10,000 to come on the show and lie and said I slept with Marsau. She was like, now I ain't gonna lie to you. Had it been a little bit more, I probably would have done it. But she was like, $10,000, that's not worth me messing up my bitch. Honest to God, truth. She said it. Me and her, I was like, I don't know what to tell you. Those are your friends. She was hurt. She was disappointed. We did a whole live together because I was like, well, I don't mind clearing it up because that's not okay. But yeah, that's the only person that came to me and said anything.
And one thing I can honestly say, and this is just me, I've heard it and I've heard it before just in this industry, like sometimes it doesn't have to be true. It just has to be entertaining. I hate to say that.
Tell me. That's it.
Yes.
That's it. And that's why this been our storyline for this long. 6-7 years.
And
okay.
So, but even for me, I have to
yes, no,
this is so personal because I'm like, it doesn't have to be true. It just has to be entertaining.
One thing. Yes, no, Tambra. And Tambra is somebody who's been in media since she was in college. So, you know, Tambra's like me, who sort of, and Dustin too, like grew up in the business from like interning and assisting. And when you grew up in this business, you see a lot. You see some shit. One thing that I always tell people, and I gave you this advice behind the scenes years ago, Tisha, but I'll say it publicly. You know, when you are on the verge of greatness, and you don't have to be famous to experience this. I want to make it very clear to my raindrops. You do not have to be famous or a celebrity to experience this. When you are on the verge of greatness, I promise you, the devil is going to try to knock you off course. It's when you are constantly being attacked, when you sit back and you be like, I know I did nothing to deserve this. Now look, child, now y'all resorting to making shit up because, like Tambra said, it's entertaining. It's entertaining to like make some shit up. Now, if you're gonna cook with the truth, baby, and let's not all day long.
That's what I'm on.
Let's have a conversation. And you know, like how Tisha was doing the girls' trip, being the bone collector. You know, like we're gonna talk about some stuff. Let's talk about it. But it's unfortunate that people. This is the unfortunate part. And again, this is not about being famous or celebrities. This is anybody in life. Whenever you are breaking generational curses, whenever you are saying to yourself, I see something bigger for my life. It could be a marriage. It could be a relationship. It could be a job. It could be breaking up with your family. It could be whatever the case may be. The devil's going to show up. And in the words that Denzel Washington told Will Smith after the slap with Chris Rock, Denzel said to Will Smith, and I think about this on a regular basis. He said, at your highest moment, be careful. That's when the devil comes to knock you off course. Will Smith won the Best Actor award, something he worked 30 years to get. And in that very moment, no one remembers he won the Oscar. They only remember about that quick moment of impulse that he had. So when you have people, like you were saying earlier, Latisha, when you have people trying to give other people grace, it's not that they're hiding something. It's not that they're weak. It's not that they're being secretive. You know that you have a lot to lose. And when you believe in God, not a God you created in your closet that you worship to, because that ain't the God. When you truly believe in God, you know that I am going to mess things up if I'm not obedient. And the only way you're able to survive anything in life, and listen to me now, The only way you survive anything in life that people throw at you to make shit up and have bad intentions and build an army to get at you, remain obedient. I promise you, God's gonna handle it. You trying to go before God, you're going to lose. And that person who set you up, they won. Because you fell for the banana in the tailpipe.
We're a whole witness for that. Marsau and I, first of all, our marriage has never been challenged before. So this is the first time our marriage has been challenged. And we're like, if we can survive this, like, I don't know what God has in store for us. I don't know. But I was like, whatever it is, it's greatness. It's going to be amazing. And my husband, he's really able to control himself under these circumstances. And it's because he works so hard. Me too. We work so hard to get to where we're at in life. And you can lose it over a split second, a bad decision. You can just lose everything you worked so hard for. So we have to just keep that in the back of our mind when we're going through these situations with certain people. You're like, you're not going to allow me to lose what I worked so hard for and to gain. Like, no, I can't do that. So Marsau is really good at it. Sometimes I'm like, let me at him.
You're trying. You're trying.
Yes. Okay, so I want to get in. So Dustin.
Yes.
You have the floor. You have one more scene that you get to bring up that you want to cook on, my brother.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
You got the rich wife in the building, and you got Tambra Cherie.
Yes.
Who's trying to replace me on Monday Night Live because she's doing a great job being a journalist.
You know what?
Yeah, I just think we need to go straight to the conversation between Trisha, and Melody. I think that's what we need to talk about because that was one for the books. Trisha has definitely made herself out to be, she be lying. She lies. You know what I'm saying? She does. She does. And she just literally, and she allowed Melody sit down at that table and literally just asked direct questions. And Trisha was breathing and looking around and looking at her food and moving the water and just doing everything she could do except answer the actual questions. You know where you went, when you went. All you had to do was go back to the DM messages y'all exchanged, you and Martel exchanged. Obviously, you're trying to omit some piece of information that you feel is going to have a negative impact on you, your reputation, or whatever. And the lying is making it a whole lot worse. She sat there and lied I would say she lied her ass off, but she didn't because it wasn't even like she didn't even try. She just, I don't know. In the mountains. She just literally just came up with whatever in the moment. And Melody was laughing, and so much so Melody just kind of ended the question and like, you ain't even finish your food. They just moved the hell on because there was nothing to say. I wonder what it is that she's lying about and why she continues to be less than truthful or forthcoming about whatever happened or didn't happen. And just like Melody said, I don't give a damn what happened. It was obviously after I left, but you are lying, and that makes you feel like you can't trust her in other situations. This is not a good look. And she been lying since they was at the gym. Who was she at the gym with? Stormy and Destiny. She been lying since the gym. Lying. Sit up there and lied at the dinner table. Y'all did the best you could, Tisha. Y'all did the best you could, setting up the table and the floor for her. Like, just please make it your own at this time. And she kept lying and doing what the old folks call hemming and hawing the entire time. And so I just, I don't get it. And I'm definitely interested in seeing how that conversation was had at the reunion. The reunion stage is a place to clear that kind of shit up, right? So I'm looking forward to seeing that conversation at this year's reunion.
And you will. Before Tisha, hold on. Before Tisha responds, because Tisha saw this scene for the first time, obviously, when it aired, because she wasn't there, obviously. But Tambra, before Tisha, because I want to get Tisha thoughts on that scene too. What were your thoughts on that scene?
Well, I kind of agree with I know people can say things, but I hate not to be on her side on this one because it did seem like she could not remember details. Somebody's house that you went to. Why did you go to their house? What color house was it? Where was the house? And like Dustin said, you could have gone back to even some of your messages and kind of like remembered. It was some things that were definitely questionable. I'm just going to be honest. things were questionable when what Melanie was asking her. They were definitely questionable. Like, you know, some things you didn't even remember the color of the house. Where was the house? That part, really, you know where you go. Where was the house? Like, you went to the house. When was it? Like, you couldn't remember that part. And like Dustin said, you could have receipts for that though. Like, as far as like go back and see exactly when you did go back and look at the address. You could have found out where exactly you went if you could not remember. So it was things, it was things I was going for, but it was just so many things that were questionable in that scene for sure.
I don't even think.
Tisha like, oh man, I gotta talk about this.
I honestly don't think she was ready. She didn't expect that from Mel. I don't think she was ready for that conversation. I think she came to that scene expecting something totally different. But it is like the true definition of a senior and a freshman.
Yes, ma'am.
Was giving her the T-shirt. Yes. Yeah, she was prepared. She was prepared. When you know the truth,
I told Trish that on the girls' trip. I said
that was a good one.
Say the truth. I said just say the truth.
Say the truth.
I said, if you admit anything, it's gonna make it seem like it's a lie. Because she got mad at me for bringing the conversation up at dinner on the girls' trip, and I'm like, girl, we need to clear this up. Just say it.
The senior and the freshman. I'm using that one.
Has she come into that meeting with Melody? Has she come into that scene and said right down at the table and been like, I'm so happy to see you, girl. Like, I feel like it's a bunch of stuff unclear. I definitely lied about me and Martell's dealings, but that was because I didn't want it to look different. But now that we here, I want you to know the truth. Here's when we met. Here's what happened. Yes, we messed around, or no, we didn't mess around. I just want to clear it up for you. That would have changed everybody's perception of Trisha. That's right. Because it's never too late to just be like, okay, damn, here's the truth. But once you keep trying to lie and that lie keep on rolling and snowballing, you look like a liar now. And it's really unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? But your ass was lying. She was.
Okay, so I'm gonna say something. Can I say something?
Yeah.
Okay. I watched that scene 10 times before y'all saw it. The thing is this. That scene to me was a masterclass. You know, people don't believe me when I say this, but Tisha knows this. Fun shade is the best shade to me. I like a good fun. That's why, to me, and I'm gonna go on record saying this, the girls' trip on Love and Marriage Huntsville is one of the best girls' trips ever in history of reality television, because it reminded me of the Real Housewives of Atlanta going to Savannah. You know, people don't understand that it's not about like the big arguments, the like physical stuff. Like, no, I like to laugh and I like to, you know, I like a good dialogue. I tell all my girls, throw shade, don't throw drinks. I always tell my girls that. Like, right, Tisha, mom was like, girls, we good. Like, we're better than that. Throw shade. But I also know things happen. So, with that being said, that scene had nothing being thrown. Nobody raised their voice. It was two grown women having a conversation. And it was a masterclass on reality TV 101, because Melody sat there and gave an amazing dialogue of questions. No, in my opinion, and we get into this at the reunion, I believe Mel knew some of those answers. It was a masterclass. And the thing about it was this, to me, it's what teacher said. It was like senior freshman in the sense of it was like, damn, Trish, like, and you know what's so funny? It was like Trisha had a one-on-one scene with Melody Cherie. And Tisha knows this bigger one-on-one scenes. I know this bigger one-on-one conversation. She cooked. Melody cooked. You like her, dislike her. One thing I want everyone to do, you got to give props where props is due.
Absolutely.
Melody cooked in that scene.
Yes. She got down. She definitely got down.
Right. And I think all of us felt bad for Trisha. Like, Girl, I don't know if you. And the thing about Trisha that I love a lot about her. But what I love about Trisha is her innocence, and she talks about that because even I'm not gonna spill too much about the reunion, but Dustin and Tambra, she does address why she wasn't forthright in the beginning.
You said
and once
okay,
right, Tisha? Once Trisha explained it, I think we all said, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So give Trish some grace. This is her first reality show.
Yeah.
It's like Tisha said, when you're a freshman in high school, you're getting your foot wet, you're trying to figure things out. I'm not gonna sit up here and call Trisha a liar. Right? I think Trisha was new to this, and she was thrown off. She was thrown off. That's how I would.
The name of this episode should have been Trish, Welcome to Reality TV with Melody Cherie. She was like, welcome to reality TV, girl.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll see more at the reunion. You know, we'll wait for it. Okay.
Trisha
of why she was lying. Is that what you're saying?
The answer is why she didn't tell the truth.
She didn't tell the truth in the beginning. Okay.
But Dustin is calling Trisha be lying instead of Mia.
She been lying. Like, and the thing about it is I feel like she brought so much to this cast. I love the plot twist that her and Martel actually had a history together. That was, that's the stuff that makes these seasons so interesting, those kind of unexpected twists and turns. But once she sat up there and like I interviewed Trisha, so I gave her questions that really opened the door for her to provide some insight and facts and details to kind of make herself have more integrity. You know what I mean? And then she just kept lying. And then when I saw her crash out like that at that table with Melody, I'm like, yo, this is like, there's nothing left to say here. You know what I mean? Melody, I'm like Melody. Me and her both at the same time was like, Then that's it. Melody go. Like you just had to. So
and I like Trish. She's fun. Yeah. I like her.
Trish, listen. Trish and Ken are great additions to the show. They're fantastic. They listen. It's not easy being on Love and Marriage Huntsville. It's not easy being on reality TV in general, but it is something about being on Huntsville that, boy, oh boy. So Trisha and Ken are a great addition. And guys, Trisha will answer everything question. So you will know everything. All right. No, this was fun. I had so much fun with you all.
That's cool.
Well, Latisha,
I like it. It was cool. I like it.
No, I get it. You had a lot to address tonight. Okay. So, Tambra and Tisha, I love to do this with all of my cast. Give me one word to describe the upcoming reunion. Go with Tambra first.
Did you see my face? Oh, I think it's what's the one word? Ooh, let me think. Maybe shocking. Unexpected moments. So shocking.
Who got it the worst, Tambra?
Wait, did you say who
got it the worst? Yeah.
Can I say, Carlos, who I feel?
No, go on.
Who I actually feel had it the worst? Who got it the worst? I feel like Latisha.
Oh no, not my girl.
I feel like Latisha. Oh no. Because we have more episodes to come. And some things happen, so you have to keep watching. So I feel like Latisha actually, out of everyone, I can't say Sophia. No, I think maybe Latisha. Sophia was between Sophia and Latisha.
Okay.
I think that's my opinion. And that's with me being there.
I mean, you were there. No, obviously that's your opinion from you being there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just for me being there.
Yeah.
I think that's probably who. Yeah.
Latisha Scott, one word to describe the upcoming reunion of Love and Marriage Huntsville.
I think mine's more so facial expression. It was like, whoa,
Mm-hmm.
what? Oh my God. It was like, whoa, for real. It was wow. And you know what? I'm so happy because this is my laid back reunion, y'all. I ain't had to speak to nobody. I was chilling. I ain't bring no props. I was chilling this reunion. I was like, yes, somebody else. Yeah.
Look, I feel that way too. You know, you don't have to take it when it's somebody else. You're like, whoosh.
Okay, I'm so used to arguing with people.
It's not
every
you.
reunion. I was
Let's
like,
focus on somebody
man.
else. Somebody else has their job this season. Like, yeah, you guys go. You're activated this season. Like, yeah, take turns with it. They do the same thing every season.
year.
But
And I had a proud sister moment. I was like, family.
Who you talking about?
Ooh.
Family.
Good.
Talking about
Good.
They'll see.
they'll see. Okay. She's teasing it. But no, it's a great reunion. Dustin, you have the final word and say of the night.
Yeah, you know, shout out to everybody that's so brave for sharing their lives on these shows. We have a lot of strong opinions. I love being able to encourage the fans to watch these shows with open hearts and be peaceable in the comments while y'all fighting for your life. We see the stuff y'all saying and some stuff we can and can't respond to, and so we don't. But I think we all need to just try to watch this with a view to the fact that this is entertainment and these are people's real lives. And so we just need to respect each other as much as we can and stop lying when we sit down in scenes with Melly. That's it.
Jesus, stop lying when you sit down and see periods, because Martel be lying too now.
Mm-hmm.
It's reality TV, not made up TV. Thank you, Dustin.
All right. Well, listen to my wonderful guests. I don't take for granted you guys taking time out from your lives. You two are mothers, obviously, and Dustin is a mother. I'm teasing. And
I'm a daddy.
Oh, he said what he said.
That part. That part.
Carlos, listen, can we see you? When you gonna come back and visit us in
I'm coming.
2025.
I'm not gonna tell you what month because I don't need people to
Just a year. We just want to see you.
I promise. I didn't know. I didn't come this year. I did come last year. But I'm coming. I did.
Well, you came to fuss at us. We don't want that. We want to have a good time. It was like Daddy came home.
Tell it all.
What y'all doing? What we doing? What y'all talking about? We doing this? Yes.
Tell it all.
No, I'll be there soon.
Okay.
I have a call. I'll be seeing y'all soon. I can't wait. But no, thank you, Tisha. Thank you, Tambra. And thank you, Dustin.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Belle Collective, you guys can catch every Friday, 8 o'clock, 7 Central on. And on Love and Marriage Huntsville, you guys can catch that every Saturday, 8 o'clock, 7 Central on. Thank you, Dustin. Thank you, Tambra. Thank you, Latisha.
Thank you.
Rich,
Thank you.
God, I love you guys so much. Yes, and yes. Okay, Raindrops, what an episode. All right. I love them. I really do. Okay, so tomorrow I'm dropping an exclusive interview. I have a one-on-one dropping tomorrow. Tuesday, December 10th at 12 p.m. Eastern on my YouTube channel. It's a one-on-one conversation. And it's a really, oh, child, that's me gagging. It's a really powerful interview. It really is. It really is. Get your Kleenex together. It's a powerful, impactful, important interview. Probably one of the most, if not the most important interview I've done. It's powerful. So that's dropping tomorrow. And this has been our highest viewed Monday Night Live. Every week, our numbers go up. Every week. So I thank you, Raindrops. I do not take any of this for granted. I thank you all so much. We had almost 2,800 people tonight. Lord have mercy. Guess what I have? I'm back. Baby, the oxygen was on this child. Anyways, I love you, raindrops. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you 7 times over. Listen to all the gems we dropped in this episode too. I love you all so much. More than y'all know. I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.